Good morning, welcome everybody. Tucson Joe here. We're down here in Tombstone, Arizona. I'm standing in front of the historic Boot Hill Graveyard. First stop of the day. Just give a little show there. Some of it's out behind us over here. I want to flip the camera around real quick. We're going to kind of walk over here and read this sign real quick. Behind me, another gift shop. That is Butterfield Stage Stop right there. Back in the day, you'd come here and you'd catch the stage out of Tombstone. I don't know, but maybe. Anyway, we're gonna take a little adventure. We might go into the graveyard here, we'll see. Show it off a little bit. As you can tell, I am wearing an appropriate hat today. Tombstone, Arizona. I'm your Huckleberry. I love the movie Tombstone. Watched it for many years now. Just love the movie. Anyway, my sister got this hat for me several years ago here down in Tombstone, and perfect day to wear it. So I'm going to invite you guys to join along on the adventure as we head into town and see what we can get up to. Oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Get a little closer view right here. We got this right here, this memorial in memory of unidentified veterans, pioneers, settlers. American Legion, 1937. And just to kind of show this off right here, little placard with some information. You can pause the video and hopefully read it. And we're inside Boot Hill Graveyard. Gonna walk down here and see a few of the famous gravestones, tombstones. Right here you have Newman Haynes, Old Man Clanton, was killed in 1881. And by the way, he was a veteran of the Confederate States of America, 1861 to 1864. And then when you pan right over here, walking right over here, you'll see Billy Clanton, killed October 26, 1881. Lying next to him, Frank, Tom McLaury, both killed October 26, 1881. Billy Clanton, Tom McLaury, Frank McLaury, murdered in the streets of Tombstone, 1881. Right here is where they are laid to rest. Killed at the gunfight at OK Corral by Wyatt Earp, Morgan Earp, Virgil Earp, and Doc Holliday. And then just panning over from where they're laid to rest, you see the rest of the graveyard. They're kind of over in a nice little quiet corner. And then you just look over here and you can see the rest of the graveyard, rest of Boot Hill Cemetery. There are a few unique tombstones out here. A few people famous to the area laid to rest here as well. I'm gonna check out a few spots and then we'll head on into town. And this tombstone here just kind of popped out to me. Here lies George Johnson, hanged by mistake in 1882. He was right, we was wrong, but we strung him up and now he's gone. Poor George Johnson. Poor George. I'm sorry, my friend. They liked to string people up back in the day, didn't they? Just kind of walking along. Most of these people aren't like super famous to the gunfight or anything. They're just laid to rest here on Boot Hill most from around the time 1880 to 1881, 1882. Was a violent time during that period here in the West. So some people were shot, some people were hung. I'd say a good majority of the folks in here did not die of old age. There are a few, but the majority of them died of, well, let's say, causes that were not quite natural. This is probably the most famous gravestone out here in Boot Hill. Here lies Lester Moore, 4 slugs from a 44, no less, no more. And if you can see down there, a lot of people have left coins and stuff on the grave. Well, there you go. Lester Moore. And just kind of want to pan over here real quick, give you guys this view. Just look at this. I mean, it's one of the best views in Tombstone. Now the town is obviously right over in there. Allen Street is the main street that is the old-timey street of Tombstone. That's where we'll be heading today. Just wanted to give you guys this amazing view. I mean, if you gotta be laid to rest someplace, I couldn't ask for much better. Now with that view, beautiful. Before I leave, there's one last gravestone I wanted to kind of show off. Marshall Fred White, 1880. Rest in peace, Marshall. And before I leave Marshall White's graveside, as you can tell, just like Lester Moore, people have left coins and things of that nature on his grave as a remembrance. I'm gonna leave mine right there. So now we are in Tombstone proper. I'm over here just kind of hanging out for a minute in some shade at City Park. Just a nice little park right here on the outskirts of Allen Street, Tombstone. Just panning over, nice and quiet. I have many memories in this park. I have been here for 30 years, as you guys know. And I've come down to Tombstone at least once a year, at the least once a year. This park is something special to me. There's a little swing set over here. Zoom in a little bit. It didn't used to sit right there. This is the first year I've come down and it's sitting in that angle. It used to sit right over here, and it would face out this way, and you would swing it with your back against that wall. So we're gonna go down Allen Street right now, and I'll show you guys some cool sights. And I kind of just want to show this off here in the background behind Smokey's Emporium over there. That is the Tombstone Courthouse. We'll get over there in a little bit and show that off as well. Very historic. Tombstone's just full of history. So much history. I could really get into a lot today if I really wanted to. Fortunately, I don't have all my information with me. I have a little bit, so I'll be giving that throughout the video. But as this video goes, we won't be getting into too much Tombstone history. Just kind of want to show it off a little bit on this trip and let you guys see how good it looks. Join along. And of course, walking around here, you can't see the flag. On the other side it says Wyatt Earp Days on that banner stretching across the street. Tomorrow, as the recording of this is Friday, May 26th. Had to stop and look at the date for a second. Tomorrow, Saturday, May 27th, and Sunday, May 28th are going to be White Earp Days down here in Tombstone. So you're going to be seeing probably some characters walking around today, hopefully. We'll see. That's wonderful, beautiful Allen Street. You see the trolley passing along down there. All right, let's get to it. Right up here, the OK Corral, the gunfight site. So here's the front of the building. Seeing the front there. I have a picture. I'm going to try and match it up in the video if I can. If not, then that was an epic fail. But I have a little picture here of me as a kid standing next to the gate. Right here is where you go in. It's the gift shop, and then where you pay to go in to see the gun. And daily, 9 to 5. That right there is a runabout. As you can read there, they were built for running around, getting things done, cheap, simple, and sturdy. They could be rented at the OK Corral for $6 a day. There's some information on the OK Corral as well. This right here is a fire hose cart. It's from the OK Corral Museum Collection. Right there's the information on it. Right across the street there is the Tombstone Visitor Center. Right here you have the historic Tombstone Historama, the story of Tombstone. I won't be doing this today, but I remember doing this a long time ago when I was a kid, and it was just wonderful. As you can kind of tell, I'm right in the middle of the street. Like probably, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, this street used to be paved, and then they just threw dirt down it and closed it off so you could walk down the street like you were in the Old West. Just give you a nice little panoramic view here, the parking lot next to me. We'll head on down Allen Street a little bit. Right over here, the Can Old Time Photos. Come get yourself a old-timey photo. Have a wonderful memory hanging out down here in Tombstone. And I just got to show off this wall of fame right here. Look at that. Wyatt and Doc, Johnny Ringo himself. Oh, like, I'm kind of right next to the Can Old Time Photo right here, just walking down the boardwalk. Tombstone's changed a little bit since I was a kid. I was a little bit younger, I'd say within our last couple of years. This over here used to be an old gun store. It's since closed. It's now part of Arizona Wines, it looks like. This old gun store, you'd walk in right here, and straight inside in a case, right up against a hole on the wall. They had it encased inside. They had the boots that Powers Booth wore as Curly Bill Brocious in the movie Tombstone. They had those exact boots sitting right inside there. And for many, many, many years living out here. That movie was made right before I moved out here. And since I've been coming here, those boots were sitting in there. Just a little fun fact. Always love to go in and look at those boots with the cards, the deck of cards, the hand of cards on both boots, stretching across, fanning out. beautiful. Just love old street views here. Wonderful, gorgeous. I share pictures all the time of Tombstone just because I love it so much. Trying to catch the dirt blowing across the street there. It looked like an old Western movie for a second. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm in paradise right now, right where I want to be. And right there, right across the street at the way, is Big Nose Kate's Saloon. Looks like people are lining up to get inside. It is very popular. If I can sneak a peek inside, we'll try. We'll try. Make sure the horses are hydrated. They do stage tours out here if you want to go on one. They'll take you down around town. They are fun and enjoyable. This one's $15 for adults, $10 for kids. They give you a lot of history too. Here we have an historic location. Nice and Dory restaurant from 1881. That would have been at this location here where Bronco Mercantile is. This is one of my favorite spots to go inside. They have Western wear like no other. Beautiful inside. I'm not going to go inside and film, but I'll show it from out here real quick. All kinds of stuff you can buy in there. Right here we have another historic location. This is where Morgan Earp was murdered while playing pool at Campbell and Hatch's Saloon on March 18th, 1882. I'm going to pan right back behind me here. That is now the Red Buffalo Trading Company. Western antiques. Right inside here was where Morgan Earp was gunned down while playing pool. They used to have the pool table inside back many years ago, back in there. And it was something to see. So I just had to get this shot right here. What I love about White Earp Days is everybody shows up in their best outfits. And Big Nose Kate's is a happening spot. Over here.
A town that wouldn't die. You know, few places in the Old West are as lively or as on as Tombstone. Now you can visit our town's historical sites like the famous Old King Corral. But if you really want to experience the history of Tombstone firsthand, I suggest you take our Ghost and Legends walking tour. You see, the Tombstone Ghost and Legends tour is a walk-through attraction that uses Hollywood special effects, computerized animations, and historic scenery to bring the history of Tombstone to life. You'll find yourself right in the middle of all the action during this live interactive tour, hosted by the ghost of Tombstone's most famous gunfighter, Doc Holliday. Let us step back in time to the 1880s, back when I was in my prime.
Crystal Palace Saloon, where White Earp worked as a faro dealer when he was here in Tombstone. Down here we have another historic location. City Marshal Virgil Earp was ambushed and crippled for life as a result of the Earp-Clanton gunfight on December 28th, 1881. Right over here is the Crystal Palace. Beautiful buildings down here. They're all original down here on Allen Street. Almost all original. You got the Longhorn over there. Longhorn Restaurant. My apologies, the Crystal Palace was not where Del Ferro. It was the Oriental. My apologies. Yeah, beer colder than your ex's heart inside. That's pretty cold. Getting down towards the end of Allen Street now. Down over there, the Birdcage Theater in front of us. Gonna walk over there and then come back down the other side and get a few more shots and then see what else we can get. And I just love this sign right here. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Oh, I'd love that as a poster. It's over here at Vintage Western Clothing, Antiques, Collectibles. Men's and women's vintage and Western clothing, Western antiques, Cowboys, collectibles. Next to it you have Lily's Tombstone Memories. Going to go in a few stores here in a few minutes. Might get some footage, might not, we'll see. Just kind of want to show off the street here. Beautiful. And get the street from this angle. So the Longhorn used to be the location of the Bucket of Blood Saloon. It is the oldest restaurant in Tombstone. Continually operated restaurant in Tombstone. This isn't the original Bucket of Blood building. This building was erected, I believe, in the 1950s sometime. It is a good restaurant, though. Good burgers, too. I kind of want to get an angle here. Birdcage over there. You see the sign, White Herb Days. Tombstone Lions Club presents Memorial Day weekend, White Herb Days. I believe it is the 41st annual White Herb Days. You see him there doing the tour with the stagecoach. I've done that several times down here. It is worth the price. It is an experience. And it is awesome. So if you ever get down here, do the stagecoach tour. We're gonna watch them here. They're gonna do a turnaround. Talking about the world's longest poker game, or at least longest poker game in Tombstone's history. I believe it's the longest poker game in the world, though. If I'm correct in thinking, I believe it went for 1881 to 1889 over in the Birdcage. Yeah, players had to pay $1,000 to get a seat at the table. Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Pat Masterson, just to name a few, George Hurst, Diamond, Jim Brady. Notable players considered that game. Operated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 80 years. That is something. Right across the street from the Birdcage, you have Hotel Tombstone, home of Allen Street Pies. That's the building right there. Used to have a little ice cream parlor inside. Ice cream counter, ice cream parlor. Had many of ice cream in that hotel before. Just gotta capture that shot right there. better than that. There's the sign, the original Birdcage Theater of Tombstone. Thought about doing the tour today, but might make the video a little bit too long. I think I'll save that for another video. I'll definitely want to come back down here very soon and do a lot more down here, show you guys a lot more. Across the street you can see the Hotel Tombstone there. Now this is interesting. Looks like something they probably would have used in the mine. Not quite sure exactly what it is, but very interesting looking. And if you come to Tombstone, you gotta come to Fallen Angel Sweet Sen Parlor. They have Italian gelato, Italian ice, other ice cream. 50 varieties of homemade fudge. They are famous in here for their fudge. There's literally right here next to the Birdcage Theater. Just walk inside. Inside the counter there, they have all the fudge. Probably gonna grab some before I leave here today. Oh yeah, I love that fudge. Billy the Kid. Watton Tarbell Undertakers. It's an espresso bar. Oh my goodness, that smells so good inside. Just sat down in some shade real quick. They're about to have the 12 o'clock gunfight over there. They do it inside now. Back in the day, they used to do some out here on the streets, and then they'd have it down at OK Corral or El Dorado. Now at several of these places, they've renovated them. Now the Oriental over here used to be an old gift shop. Now they renovated it out and put a bar in there again, like the old Oriental Saloon. And they do live gunfight shows inside now. Pretty cool. So the Crystal Palace and the Oriental, right across the street from one another. Well, not right across the street, right next to each other, I should say. There's a street in between them, but they're right next to each other. And of course, Tombstone has no shortage of Western apparel stores as well. Come get you some Western clothing, footwear, Justin, Stetson area. Sell a little bit of everything in there. Hats, belts, boots, shirts, pants. And it's double-sided as well, so right here and right here. Should see inside a little bit there. Lots of clothing. And right here, the Longhorn. Family dining, award-winning ribs, steaks, burgers, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Old trolley tour there. I love how people are up on the balcony there at the Crystal Palace. Now that's pretty cool. Here's our stage tour again. Getting a little busy down here. Showing off the front door here of the Longhorn. I'll zoom in on this placard here a little bit so you guys can read that. And I just love the window here. It's just so beautiful. Death by chocolate. So yeah, if you come to the Crystal Palace, you can actually sit up on the balcony and look over the street. That is so cool. I never realized that. I don't know if they've had that before or not, to be honest with you. I have never realized that. That is so cool. Definitely gonna do that one day. Definitely. Just kind of walking down the boardwalk here. We're getting down around towards the end of Allen Street again. Tombstone's not really that big, but it is cool just to walk up and down these old boardwalks here. They're awesome. You can tell I got my boots on. Just walking these boardwalks is it's like therapeutic for me almost. I love it. I really wish I had smell-o-vision right now. There's nothing like the smell of horses, I tell you. And right up here, you got Big Nose Kate's Saloon. Kate, Doc Holliday's girlfriend, a real Tombstone legend. Enjoy free Western entertainment daily at the most original cowboy saloon in Tombstone. Experience the legendary Swamper Shaft. Dine at Big Nose Kate's restaurant featuring the Reuben that won the West, or try our Angus hamburgers, pizza, locally handcrafted beer, and more. Right here, it's another historic landmark. Have to talk a little bit because of the music. Once the Grand Hotel, an original building, through these doors walked the most famous and notorious people of the 1880 era. Right here you have another placard. The Grand Hotel opened in 1880. It became Big Nose Kate's Saloon in 1970s. Best saloon in the West. Best cowboy bar in the West, I should say. It's a cowboy bar, not. Right here you have Madam Mustache, purveyor of pleasure, and things to tickle your fancy. Little gift shop, trading post, right over here. This is original. This spot has been here for as long as I have been out here. 30 years. The store has been here. Just wanted to point it out. It's one of the originals. Still making it. Hope you continue. They also have old-timey photos inside as well. Over here you have the jewelry store, Arlene's. This is original as well, almost original. This probably came in very late 90s, early 2000s here to Tombstone. Try not to show too much, but inside, you see they have a lot of jewelry, a lot of fancy stuff. I'll look over in the window just slightly if I can see it here. They have a lot of cool stuff here. Come check them out. We have some ladies out here for a donation if you want. Get a little poppy. And it's in memoriam for our veterans. I know it's not focusing there. There we go. Veterans of the military. Made a little donation to them. We'll give you a little poppy. Here you got Tucson Visitor Center, Chamber of Commerce. Got sheriffs down here as well. Little trolley tour. Another historic location here. Then walk across the street and get a different angle of the building there for the placard we just showed. So now just gonna kind of walk down, kind of go around the corner here. We'll go check out the courthouse. Again, I plan to come down here hopefully soon in the future, a few weeks maybe within a month, and do a more in-depth video, give a lot more history of Tombstone and all that for folks who haven't been down here. This is just kind of a sort of a walking tour, one might say, of Tombstone, just kind of showing it off. Let you see how it looks in all its beauty. And right down here, right across from the little city park, is OK Cafe, family diner. That's good eating as well. So there are two good family eating options here in Tombstone, Longhorn and OK Cafe. And kind of panning over, behind us over here, you're gonna see the courthouse. We're gonna walk down there and check it out. So yeah, there's a little better angle of the courthouse there. It's a beautiful courthouse. Here you do have the information. For adults it is $7, children 7 to 13, $2, children 0 to 6 are free. It's open 9 to 4:30 daily. Then you have the Tombstone Courthouse sign here, the State Historic Park. Up the steps to the courthouse. Beautiful, beautiful building. And you can kind of just see it peeking over the fence there. That right there is the gallows. And again, I'm not going to go like too in depth in this video, like going in to the courthouse. I would like to go into the courthouse today. I thought about doing it, but then I was like, well, the video would be super long if I do because there's so much history in here. I'd really love to go over all the history and the details of OK Corral and all that for you guys. But it's probably going to be another video, just simply because there's a lot of history to go over here. There's so much that happened 1880, 1881, 1882. So a lot of history. I'd love to go over a lot of it and just give you what I know about it. Again, it would take up a lot of this video, and I'm just trying to show you guys Tombstone today, just so you guys can see how it looks, what it's like down here, and how cool it is. All right, well, I'm gonna go walk back up onto Allen Street here, walk around a little bit. I don't know how much more I'm gonna film, so I might just end the video here. Yeah, I think I've showed about all I kind of wanted to show today in the video. Just get most of the main spots, show you Allen Street mainly, and the courthouse, wanted to show that off. I think what I'll do next time I come down here, again, like I just said a minute ago, I'm going to give you more in-depth tour around, show you these buildings where everything happened, show you a little more off of Allen Street around Tombstone where more history is located. Some that doesn't involve like the gunfight at OK Corral and all that. But I just wanted to just get out of Tucson, come down to Tombstone, hang out for the day, and show you guys just a little bit of it. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, you know, like the video down below. It really helps out the channel. Comment your favorite part, your favorite building, maybe your favorite memory from coming here to Tombstone. Love to hear that. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. Keeps you in the loop when I drop new videos. Kind of got a busy weekend coming up. Got a football game tomorrow night at the Tucson Arena for my Sugar Skulls. Got to support them as they make a push for the playoffs, hopefully. And then Sunday we'll play it by ear. I'm hoping to possibly get downtown again. We'll see. Might do a little more walking, kind of a walking tour again. Getting off Congress, going down some other streets, showing you some cool spots. Maybe show off 4th Avenue or something like that. Maybe get something to eat. And, maybe give like a food review or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. Having a fun time down here in Tombstone. Going to continue and probably go get something to eat, see gunfight or something, and have a fun time. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Tucson Joe signing off.